Misery, misery, misery. That's what you've chosen. I offered you friendship, and you spat in my face.
Hello, YouTube. This is Reality 500, and I just want to take some time here to talk about a subject that has affected my life at least once in my life. And this subject is titled The Dreaded List. Now, this dreaded list is perfection that some black women seek to find and desire a mate, so they make a list of what they want in a man. Now, these women are usually in their 20s. They have high expectations for men. You know, they feel like they need the man has to be a certain height, certain skin color, certain things, certain amount of money that he makes. And if he fits all the qualifications of this list, then that would be the person that they will say yes to marry. But a lot of these women end up in their 30s with no husband. Then they get desperate and decide to have children with men who don't necessarily want to marry them. And after this, woman that has a child, the man's gone. I think that's a shame, to tell you the truth. But, you know, to bring this home to me, I was a victim of this once in my life. And when I say this, I'm not saying this because I'm bitter, because of the experience. But the experience made me aware of the high expectations some women have when it comes to men. You know, I met this lady in 2001, and I never thought she was fine or nothing, but, you know, I felt like she had a good personality. She was pretty, you know, and she had a son. But I overlooked that. Normally, I didn't date women that have children because, you know, of the hell that I've seen friends and family go through with women that have kids by other men, okay? But I took a chance in this particular instance. But then what happened was, I say, maybe 5 months into a relationship, she had this list, and she sat down right next to me and was like, yeah, you don't fit everything on my list. And then I'm like, can I see the list? She was like, no. And I said, well, what do I fit? And she said, well, I like your personality. I like how you get along with my son. You know, I like how he listens to you and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, we don't fight that much. And, you know, you're all around cool guy. You know, I like your style, I like your swag, but you still don't fit everything that I want. Then I didn't let the subject go. I was like, what don't I fit? And she's like, for example, you're 6 foot tall, and I want somebody that's 5'7". I'm like, okay. I'm thinking in my mind, that's stupid. Okay, but go on. She's like, and your hair, it's not curly enough. And then I seen pictures of you when your hair was longer. Why don't you grow your hair out again? Well, I said, well, you know, styles come and go, but, you know, I keep my hair the way I want to keep my hair. And I never told her how to keep her hair because she had short hair, but I seen pictures and her hair is down her back, and I prefer a woman to have hair down her back, but I don't have a list trying to make a woman conform to that list, okay? So I think it's messed up, but, you know, to keep on the subject, I asked her, what else don't I fit? Well, you know, you have a good job, but, you know, I prefer the men that make at least $50,000 a year. I'm like, baby, I said, just because I don't make $50,000 now don't mean I won't make that in the future. And don't count a brother out just because he's not making the amount that you feel he should make at the time you meet him, but he's striving towards a goal. You shouldn't shut him down for that. You know, because there's some that don't even have goals. They don't have dreams, no drive whatsoever. So you shouldn't throw a man under the bus that has drive. Because, you know, years later, you'll see that man will make those goals happen. And then you'll feel bad that you left him, or that he left you, or that the situation didn't work out the way you felt it should have worked out, okay? But to make a long story short, she was kind of jealous of of her sister. Her sister, met a guy in college, and this guy was in the mortgage industry, and he owned like 3 homes, and I think he made like 80,000 a year if I remember right, and they had like a 7 bedroom home, and she was kind of comparing me to him. I kind of realized that near the end of the relationship, but then she introduced me to him, and this dude couldn't even look me in my eye, and that kind of made me suspicious because you can't look me in my eye. When I shake your hand, you make me feel like you're up to something. Then I found out he was up to something. Okay, I found out that he was loaning my girl money, and then on occasion he wanted sexual favors for that gift. Okay, and this supposed to be your brother-in-law, and I'm like, okay. It's like I'm glad I found it out later than never, because that angered me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and I told her, I said, you did me a favor by telling me the truth. You did me a favor by leaving me alone. But it hurted for a little bit, but then I was like, I learned from it, and I learned that as far as this list is concerned, it's a fairy tale, it's a fantasy. You'll never find a perfect man, and to any man, you'll never find a perfect woman. But you should find someone that you get along with and that you can work with to achieve a certain goal, to have a certain outcome, and that to make it general, family, nice life. And I'm not gonna say American dream, because that dream's a nightmare. I don't want to get too deep into that. But it's okay to have some stuff and to build with somebody instead of trying to find someone that you feel like is already set. Okay. Now, right now, I'm making moves, and it's like, if she wanted to come back, she couldn't come back because I wouldn't let her come back. Okay, but I'm not here. Oh, I make all this money. No, my dream is to make a 6-figure income, and hopefully by the end of next year I will have achieved that goal, because it's right around the corner, and I have people that's working with me to do that, and I'm using my degree that I work hard to receive for that goal. It's giving me some skills that I can use to go towards that goal. But to be perfectly honest, sisters, let the list go. And the preachers, some of these preachers in these churches talking about, get you a list and pray that God give you that person. No. And I've heard it. I've actually sat down at church, and the man's like, hey, if you want a man, go ahead and get you a list and put what you need, because the Lord want to give you the desires of your heart. So just get you your list and don't let go, and pray that God bring you that man you want. Then you see these chicks. Well, I guess that's disrespectful. I apologize. When you see these women that you grew up with, they held on to that list. Some of them became crackheads. Some of them became single parent mothers. Some of them became successful, but no man to speak of. I mean, I have cousins that are very successful, and they have no man to share in that success. And isn't that tragic? I think so, because your expectations are so high. Don't get me wrong. Don't settle for no bum. Don't settle for no dude that ain't about nothing, ain't trying to be about nothing. But okay, good example. I'm gonna use me personally. If I'm making 30,000 a year, don't diss me because I'm not making 3 times that or twice that amount. Because the fact that I'm willing to earn should be enough for you to be like, okay, I accept you as you are. And if you can't accept me then as I am, then don't even waste your time and hold on to me hoping that later on something better will come along so you can kick me to the curb. No, it don't work that way, sweetheart. Cause what goes around comes around. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna end it with that. And I don't care who gets upset. I mean, I'm not saying anything to be um, confrontational, but I'm just trying to keep it real. I'm trying to keep it real. So this is Reality 500, and I'm out.